Hi, and welcome to Three Loud Women. We are here at IKEA Sunrise, and we are part of the IKEA family, and we invite you to be part of the IKEA Family Rewards program, too. I'm Allyson Teana, also known as Therapy Head. I'm a psychotherapist who believes that therapy can be fun, and I'm here to bring my 20 years of experience to our living room.
The IKEA living room.
The IKEA living room.
In case anyone was unclear that we're at
I'm just saying.
IKEA.
Sunrise.
At IKEA Sunrise. Hi, I'm Stephanie Goldberg-Glazer. I'm the Florida Keys girl. I'm obsessed with all things food, wine, and travel related, and I bring these passions to Three Loud Women.
And I am Teana McDonald, also known as the InStyle Diva, and I'm loud and proud about styles, social media, and motherhood.
Cheers. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers, ladies.
We are big dreamers with big ideas and really big mouths. And Stephanie,
Yes.
what are we talking about today?
Today's topic is an interesting one that I don't really understand. I'll be quite honest about it. But we are talking about the stigma of therapy. Don't ask, don't tell. Why certain people are embarrassed to talk about it, embarrassed to go to therapy. What's your take on it?
I'm only speaking about my people.
Your peeps? And your people meaning who?
My peeps, my African American
Okay,
peeps.
so your
Okay.
culture.
Yes, my culture.
right.
The American Psychological Association reported that 30% of Americans, period, just Americans, do worry about others finding out if they're going to therapy. Am I crazy? And I'm sure this hits home to you because,
What, being crazy?
yes.
No, dealing with the crazies.
Dealing with the crazies.
Being crazy enough to
Being
deal
crazy
with the
enough to
crazies.
deal with them.
Okay.
Not that there should be a stigma attached to that.
But especially, but specifically with African Americans, based on the research that I did, they are the race that is less likely to seek out mental help.
Okay.
You have to be, according to the research, on your last
Like
limb.
dying,
that is it.
dying.
There is nobody else on the world to
Okay.
talk to. Now, I do go to therapy, and it's okay.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yes, I love it. But I remember when I told my mother that I was going to therapy, she's like, what do you need therapy for?
Oh,
And it's
okay.
the whole, what are you going to therapy
All
for?
right.
But, now she's like, you need to go to therapy.
Well,
You know that.
well, here's the deal. I mean, if you were diabetic, you wouldn't have a problem getting insulin. If you had high blood pressure, you wouldn't have a problem taking medication. It's tricky because
Or you might have just adjust your diet.
It's the,
if it was genetic, you paid in the ass.
they're ashamed, they're embarrassed, though.
But
why?
people feel that if there is an issue emotionally or an
Right.
issue with your brain, which by the way happens to be one of your organs, that somehow you're weak in going to therapy. It's a sign of weakness.
It's a sign of weakness.
And look, I can clearly tell you that is absolutely not the case because going to therapy is a sign of strength. Admitting that you need some assistance and seeking out professional help is in fact a sign of strength. And I know in the Jewish culture, you're not normal if you don't see a shrink.
But it takes a while to get there. But,
not
once have you ever tried therapy?
I have not.
Oh, well,
She's
maybe you
perfect.
should. Really?
Well, with you two around, I need a lot of therapy. Believe
I know,
me.
whenever you call Allison, well, tell me what's wrong.
Yes, it's true.
I just want to go shopping.
Yeah,
No, what do
when
you
she
really
asks
want?
that, she doesn't
What do
ask
you
that.
really want?
No,
I want to buy shoes. What's the underlying issue?
No, I
Why
never
not?
ask
No,
those
I gotta
questions.
go. I got stuff to do. Bye-bye. Go get a shrink.
Well, the thing is, what's interesting is that it is a very private experience,
It is,
and it should
it
be
is.
private. It's obviously a confidential experience.
And it's not an easy decision to make.
And you're not really crazy going to therapy. I mean, we make fun of people and we call people crazy in this, but the truth is that everyone struggles with whether it's situational, which means maybe you had a death in the family, or you're going through a divorce, or your adolescent child is driving you crazy. I'm not talking about myself. Or those are situational, or you really could have mental illness where there's a chemical imbalance and something going on in your brain. In many offices, I don't know if you knew this, but there's an indoor in a therapist's office and an outdoor. So you might come into the waiting room
where
and
you
check
see a whole
in.
bunch of people.
Most times now it is the waiting room because there isn't as much stigma related to
Right.
it. But you could come into a waiting room, and then when it's your turn for the appointment, you go through a door, and the last appointment had already left through the back door. So don't get, I know you get excited when I say
know.
back door,
I know.
but we're talking about
I
therapy.
know we're talking about therapy. I don't know what backdoor action is. We're just talking. So it takes a lot, because it took a lot for me to take that step
did.
and say it did. It was very
Right.
like, you struggle with it. So you're not crazy if you go to therapy.
No, it's hard to
good.
ask for
and
help.
you need to separate sometimes away from your inner circle and get somebody's opinion.
Well, absolutely. I mean, there's no, going to see a therapist and obviously picking a good therapist,
Yeah.
one you feel comfortable
Right.
with,
Sure.
one that is going to be non-judgmental, should be a good, solid, cathartic experience for you, and they don't have the biases that come with
Absolutely.
friends, family, neighbors, spouses, and so forth. So it will be
On
a
that
different
note,
experience.
you need to try some therapy.
Well, absolutely.
You know
I mean,
what?
I love
We're gonna have a
therapy.
follow-up episode with her after she went.
Why
to a
is she pointing at
therapist.
me?
Oh, we're going to send her to therapy?
Yes, just one visit.
Would you be willing to go for therapy?
No, she'll say I have nothing to contribute to this.
I got nothing.
She's got nothing.
I get nothing.
You know, hey,
I don't
that's a
have
wonderful
problem
thing.
with it.
I know.
If I would need to, if I felt like I would need to go, I don't have a problem doing it. I
You-
just
you would
don't
take that step
feel
and
that
go,
I
the need
have
to
that
go.
need at the moment.
That's good.
All right. Well,
Sorry,
thank
one
you.
less client for
Thank
you.
you for sharing.
Yes.
I couldn't see you
Yeah.
anyway, so it doesn't make a difference.
You couldn't see me?
Well, I wouldn't see either one of you. That would be a conflict of interest for me.
Oh.
I mean, I love
it
you.
would make you not impartial.
You're
Yes,
my
yes, that's
friend
true,
and you're my
that's true,
colleague,
yeah.
but I'm extremely ethical, and I don't think that friends.
Oh, you're ethical?
Yes, I really don't think that friends
You
should
are.
work
All right,
with each
we're
other.
wrapping it up,
True,
people.
it's true.
Wrapping it up.
Don't forget to watch us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and send us a tweet.
And go to therapy.
Go to therapy.
Have a great day.
Bye. Cheers. I'll go to some wine
Yeah, cheers to
therapy. How's
therapy.
that?